You know those days where you're so busy worrying about tomorrow that you completely miss out on today? Yeah, we've all been there. Well, we're going to dive into a short story about a man named Shubham, and his simple morning routine holds a really powerful lesson for all of us on how to handle that modern day anxiety.
So, the story kicks off with this very simple sentence, but it tells us so much, doesn't it? This isn't just a casual stroll, it's very important. That one phrase kind of sets the tone, making it feel personal, almost sacred, and it immediately makes you wonder, okay, what makes this walk so special for him?
Because for Shubham, this was never about hitting some fitness goal, getting his steps in. It was a ritual. It was his personal sanctuary, this quiet, protected time he carved out for himself before the chaos of the day could rush in. So, what did this sanctuary actually feel like? Well, it was all about the senses. Feeling that cool breeze on his skin, really listening to the birds, keeping an eye out for owls. Even later in the day, he'd take a moment to watch a butterfly. It just shows he had this deep, genuine connection with the world around him. And this is where it gets really interesting. If you were to ask Shubham why he took this walk every morning, he'd give you the answer everyone expects: health first. But the real reason, it was something much deeper. It was about truly connecting with nature. But what happens when that peaceful sanctuary gets invaded, and not by something from the outside, but by our own thoughts? This is where the story really takes a turn, and we see just how easily anxiety about what might happen can totally ruin the peace we have right in front of us. And boom, there's the shift. You can just feel the unease. He did the walk, he completed his usual 5 rounds of the park, but that feeling, the whole point of the ritual, was just gone. Something was seriously wrong. The peace he was looking for was just not there. And this just lays it out so perfectly. It's like his mind was in two places at once. On one side, you have his actual physical reality, the breeze, the birds, but on the other side, his mind was completely hijacked by worry. Rumors at work, fear of losing his job, thinking about debt. His head was so full of future problems that there was literally no room left to experience the present. And here it is, the big, devastating realization. He was physically in the park, but mentally, he was a million miles away. The one thing he loved most about his walk, the sound of the birds, he completely missed it. And that's the real cost of worry, isn't it? It just steals the present moment right out from under you. So just as Shubham is completely lost in this downward spiral of worry, something from the outside world breaks through, an interruption, and it comes from this tiny messenger carrying a massive, life-changing lesson. Let's see how this one little event changes everything for him. All of a sudden, a songbird just darts right beside him. It's a startling little moment. It's what you might call a pattern interrupt. His brain was stuck on this loop of anxiety, and this unexpected physical event was just enough to snap him out of it and pull his attention back to the here and now. And the story makes this moment feel really intentional. It wasn't just some random bird flying by. It felt personal. The bird lands, starts singing this beautiful melody, and it's almost as if it had a direct message for Shubham. And for the first time all morning, he was actually present enough to hear it. This one simple interruption leads to the aha moment of the whole story. It's this huge realization about the incredible power of the present moment. And the best part? The lesson didn't come from some famous philosopher. It came from the simple, happy existence of a little songbird. And there it is, the core message. That bird isn't worried about finding worms tomorrow or if it's going to rain next week. It's just being. It's enjoying that exact moment. And watching it, Shubham finally gets it. The most precious thing he has is right now. And he'd been trading it all away for worries he couldn't even control. So let's just break that down. What does being in the present moment really mean here? It's about recognizing a simple truth. Agonizing over stuff you can't change is a terrible deal, especially when the price you're paying is the peace and the beauty you could be feeling this very second. So how can we actually do this? Well, Shubham's breakthrough can pretty much be broken down into 3 steps. First, you have to recognize it. Hey, my mind is spinning and I'm missing what's right in front of me. Second, you reconnect with the world outside your head. Focus on one small thing, like that bird song. And finally, you consciously release the worry. You just let go of what you can't control. And the impact of this tiny shift in perspective, it was immediate and it was total. He didn't just go home feeling a little bit better. He was transformed. The story says he went home feeling fresh, happy, and willing to face anything.
The problems might still be there, sure, but his entire outlook on them had changed. He was ready.
And so that brings it all back to us. For Shubham, his anchor to the present was a songbird. When your mind starts spiraling, what's your songbird? What's the one simple sight or sound or feeling you can use to pull yourself out of worry and back into the only moment that really exists, right now?